does Murdoch not sleep during the tuning as the others do?
I don't know. Maybe he's a step up the evolutionary ladder. What do you expect? Weren't you looking for the human soul? That's the purpose of your little zoo, isn't it?
Crucial 13, you all appreciate it. Shout out to you.
Get crucial.
Hungry. I need some bacon.
Look at this.
Look at it. This is the city I'm in right now.
There's a movie, you can watch it on YouTube, it's called Dark City. So I checked out the Dark City. Then after I watch it, I do meditation on it. Then ancestors had me come right back and watch AI, which I never saw that movie before, called Artificial Intelligence. And then they had me watch Minority Report. So everything tied right in, the three movies tied right in to everything that I've been trying to explain to people and stuff, but they had me look at this stuff for a reason. But I'm gonna talk about this movie Dark City. In the movie Dark City, you're dealing with some alien entities, and they keep it dark all the time. You know how sometimes your sky look dark and gray, like I told you before in videos. They need it dark like that, gray, that kind of gray, look like chemtrails that because they trying to terraform Earth where they can live here in this 3D.
All right, what up, y'all? So this is about to be an interesting one. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on the video. On this channel, I break down a lot of spirituality and a lot of vibrational information, which, high vibrational, low vibrational. We talk about these inorganic, low vibrational, low frequency beings, which you call demons. And we talk about how they are here on this planet, how they over time collectively lowered the vibration on the planet so they can harvest our life source, our life force, and our energy. And one way they were able to lower the vibration on the planet was to terraform the planet. Now before we get started, some people might say, well, why do they have to lower the vibration on the planet and all that other type of stuff? Well, because when the vibration is very high, just like you, if you're a high vibrational person, which is stronger connection to God, and your life force is fully intact and you ain't sick, our life force kills their frequency. That's why when you eating healthy and you're really vibrating high, no disease can exist in your body because your light destroys theirs. So the only way they can get in your temple or get on this planet and harvest energy is to lower the vibration through terraforming. Now let's get it.
We come now to what is for me the best film so far in 1998, an astonishing visual and dramatic triumph named Dark City. It marries science fiction and film noir in a futuristic drama that reminded me of Metropolis and Blade Runner, and also of The Crow, the previous film by the same Australian director, Alex Proyas. This is one of those films you can watch again and again for its visual richness. Dark City stars Rufus Sewell as a bewildered everyman suffering from amnesia who's pursued through a futuristic landscape by the Strangers, an alien race.
Now notice how he said the guy is suffering from amnesia. Well, that's you. You're a soul being inside this body. You forgot why you got here. We all forgot who we were before we got here. If you ever heard the term old soul, a lot of the old souls on the planet come over here and they got this wisdom they come on the planet with, and people are like, oh, that's an old soul. Well, this is basically what a lot of you are, who, if you're getting a call to get back to nature and to connect back with God and to connect back with a higher power and all that type of stuff and to figure out the universe and all that type of stuff, you most likely are an old soul, an indigo. This is what this character in the movie represents.
So they terraform Earth by making it livable for them. They put everything here for them. So they give you genetically modified foods to put you in a calcification state of mind so they can harvest you. They're gonna host your body as hostages because they don't have souls. I keep telling you this movie's about this. They don't have souls. They're trying to figure out how the soul works, what makes these humans special, because they just like a little alien entity, like a little blood sucker body such as getting to the people, but they all look the same, all wear black. all tall, ugly, pale, they just look black. I mean, just ugly. They use the pineal gland to control the people, but they don't have no pineal gland. They send that power out because they have cloned themselves into human forms. So they all get together at 12 again.
Now, how he said right there, they're terraforming to where they make the planet livable for them. Because remember, a high life force destroys theirs, and they want the life force, but them in their natural state, which is a death force, in us in our fully vibrational state, they can't exist around it. We're too powerful for them. It'll destroy them. Our life force, like how the sun destroys bacteria, will destroy theirs. That's what they are. They're a death force. And with all the chemtrails in the sky, and some people just think, oh, they just want to kill us because they just hate us. And, oh, the devil wants to just kill, spite God and kill his children. Man, it ain't like that. It ain't that simple. These things are here trying to harvest energy. They're not as moronic as people think. Like they're just some pissed off demon that wants to piss off God or whatever. It just doesn't work like that. All the chemicals and stuff that they spraying around the planet is things that they can inhabit themselves around. It's called terraforming. It means the planet that they weren't, that wasn't inhabitable for them, they make it inhabitable for themselves. So they mix our frequency, our energy with theirs, and they're able to, climb the frequency, so to say. And remember, they are inorganic. They're the opposite of life. They're the opposite of organic. So when they're putting the GMOs in the food, that stuff they can handle. They're mixing their DNA, their genetics in with ours. That's the whole point. So I keep telling y'all, eat non-GMO, eat organic, eat alkaline foods, eat all that. Because when you're eating the GMO fruits and vegetables and the GMO foods, I'm talking about all these foods, even the meats, all this type of stuff got GMOs in it, right? You're mixing your DNA with demonic DNA.
I talked about the 12, 1 to 12. At 12, the whole state, the whole world goes into sleep state, unconscious. But one dude, he don't go to sleep because his soul was too strong. He had the original blood, really. So he got the power to overpower them because he got a soul. He can use his power back.
How are you?
We might ask the same question. Yes. Sleep. Now.
Does Murdoch not sleep during the tuning as the others do?
I don't know. Maybe he's a step up the evolutionary ladder, a freak of nature. He's adapting to survive. What do you expect? Weren't you looking for the human soul? That's the purpose of your little zoo, isn't it?
So you see how the demon was like, why doesn't he go to sleep like the rest of them? Why, when I try to put him to sleep and do that to him, he's like, I don't know. He's a freak of nature. Well, what he is the guy that's taking care of his body, that's eating the right foods, not eating that GMO bullshit, cleansing his air around him, connected to the Most High. This is what this dude represents, right? This is why I stress to y'all so much. Start understanding that what you put in your body matters. All that stuff really lowers your vibration so they can inhabit you, and whatever they're doing will work onto you. You'll go to sleep whenever they want you to, so to say. Now, if you ain't eating their genetically modified terraforming, foods or whatever, then you won't be controlled by their spells. Their stuff won't have an effect on you. They'll basically be, you'll be like their kryptonite. They wouldn't be able to touch you. But most people think what you eat and smoke, drink, and all that other type of stuff doesn't have an effect on your relationship with God or something like that. So they feel like, oh, this don't mean nothing. As long as I say I love you, God, at the end of the night, that means I love God. But what it doesn't help you from is being possessed and being able to be inhabited by these demons, energy vampires, parasitic beings, or inorganic beings, whatever you want to call them. They all the same thing. You are an open vessel to be harvested by these things when you're not taking care of your temple. And there's a lot of religious people that are under the assumption, I call it an assumption, that the devil cannot possess you or anything like that. The devil can't possess humans or nothing like that. Bullshit. Your temple has to be occupied at all times. It's going to be some sort of energy or some sort of, entity in your vessel at all times. You're either going to keep it clean so the Most High can occupy your temple and the high vibrational, spirit can occupy your temple, or you're going to be occupied by a low vibrational being, low vibrational spirits, demons. What entities do you think is in somebody when they commit egregious acts? You think that's just human nature to do, violent stuff and crazy stuff like that? No, our natural state and organic state of being is to be righteous, to be high vibrational. Anything other than that is us being inhabited by demons, energy vampires, these things.
I liked it not as much as you, Roger, but I do like the look, for example, of the strangers. No, I mean, this is the kind of picture that if young people see, it could scare them. Yeah. And I mean that as a compliment because, if you're going to imagine a force out there that can get into your brain and twist it around, that's what they look like.
But they still got panic and fear, and you got to get from under. But at 12 o'clock, they re-change the city at nighttime. Like I told you before, too, stuff goes on at nighttime. They put cameras, they do all different kind of stuff. So they're terraforming your cities and towns at night while you sleep. While you're in a sleep state, the streets be empty, and they are working, terraforming your towns. You would go, hey, when that building popped up, they built that building fast. But you so sleep, you don't even remember. You don't remember, you can't remember nothing no more because your body's going backwards. They're stealing all your DNA and everything.
Now, again, to explain the whole 12 recycle thing, there's, my name Crucial 13 means something. It's Crucial 13. 13 is the Christ conscious. It's where you get to, the level, most spiritual righteous beings get to before they could, ascend to that next level, to the heavens, to the 5D, whatever you want to call the stuff, right? I mean, there's there's 13 chakras. There's 13 astrology signs. Well, they tell you there's only 12 because they took away the 13th one. They even talk about this with Jesus or Yahshua, whatever you want to call it, is that he mastered himself and got to that level before he ascended. He fasted for 40 days. He got the energy vampires out of his temple. He had 12 disciples and he was the 13th one. He was the one who mastered himself and raised his vibration to where he was able to get off of this plane. And, since the Nicaea Council came around and flipped the whole script on religions and all this type of stuff, they make it seem like you can't reach Christ level and you can't be Christ-like. When in reality, you're supposed to be walking like Christ. You're supposed to be getting to that level, that full righteousness. You know what I mean? And the thing is, when you get to that full righteousness, these beings cannot harvest you no more because your light would be too much for them to handle. They would be destroyed by it. That's why when you raise your vibration, it kills all low vibrational energy inside your body. This is why they tell you cannot be like that, because they don't want you to be. They want to recycle you at 12 because I guess 12 is the highest in the vibration they can get to before, it becomes too much for them to handle. So what they do is recycle everything at 12. So you don't get to the 13 to where they get destroyed by it. This is why they demonize and say the number 13 is unlucky, because it's unlucky for them. It does mean death for them. When you reach that 13 level, they're dead.
Also in this movie, they had this little mad scientist dude, I think it's Kiefer Sutherland. He's the mad scientist dude that's helping them. So they let him keep his job and stuff. And they not even on Earth. They somewhere else riding in space, like a big spaceship. Like I told you, Earth a big spaceship too, but it looked like a big city riding through the space.
William Hurt stars as a cop who may be sympathetic to the hero, and Jennifer Connelly is the hero's estranged wife.
Wait, you have the wrong man.
Stand aside, please.
I didn't kill anyone.
Right now, while you are as a suspect, turn yourself in. I'll listen to whatever you have to say.
You're not going to believe what I have to say.
Try me.
Kiefer Sutherland plays a doctor who is also trying to help the hero in contravention of the stranger's directives.
Because it's an illusion. The world you look at is an illusion. You're in a holographic world just like this movie. This movie came out in 1988 or 1998, something like that too. Dark City. So he changes the DNA up. He said, I'm going to make him love child, I'm going to make him mean, I'm going to make him a killer, I'm going to make him do that. And they go around and killing people, like, and taking that different person every day. They can change you to be somebody different. And you're an illusion. And guess what? They have you going in a circle. Like I said, that circle going backwards in that vortex 6. Same thing I've been talking about in this movie. You're being controlled by insectilians, reptilian, Draco beasts, and you don't even know it. You live in it's a holographic world out here, and they're keeping it. That's why they put the chemtrails up to make you look like it's real and stuff is real, but it's holographic. But you got the sun inside of you. You can knock this stuff out. You can see past the illusions, but a lot of people can't. The majority of people can't, and they think it's all real, and they don't understand. They are not spell. This is not your. This is their world, 3D. What they control is 3D, because we fell from grace. We fell from heaven, from the higher self, the crown. We fell all the way down to the lower chakra, that lower self, and we stuck. And they keep making us go to 1 to 12. Go to 1 to 12. Come back over. 1 to 12. Go back in a circle. A clock. 1 to 12. Go back in a circle. Start at 1 to 12. You can't never get out. You're in a circle, going around in a circle. That's what every TV show got you going around in a circle. You're hypnotized under a spell of illusions.
That is the perfect example of what the Matrix is. Energy recycling harvesting grid. And like he said, the sun inside of you, which is the soul, which is where the word solar comes from, sun, solar, solar energy, it destroys theirs, but your sun ain't bright if they're dimming down your light. So all this terraforming they're doing on the planet, all this bad food, drugs, drinking that you're doing is dimming your light. Your soul is dim right now. It can't destroy nothing. So they're in there harvesting on it right now. Your life force is being taken. And you could tell that they let you get to a certain level of knowledge and wisdom, because there is a lot of people that got a lot of common sense on this planet. They're real logic based. They're real also common sense based. But they do not believe in an afterlife, where you go, where your soul goes when it leaves this body. This is the main reason why they push the atheism on the planet. Not because they hate God or anything like that. They don't want you to figure out a way out of their energy grid that they're harvesting. You're literally a solar being that lives on after this and lived on before this. And they do not want you to remember or wake up to that.
So this movie, Dark City, the one guy, he finds out like he can make things change too with his mind, and he's powerful. Same thing I tell you can do. You powerful, but you don't know who you are because you go sleep. And you steady go eat your meats and all this kind of stuff. Your life seems the same, but it's always dark in the city. And everybody, they keep forgetting, like, how to get to the beach? They've never been to the beach. They had these memories of something that the aliens took out of different people's minds and put it into different people's heads. So they creating your future by telling you what stuff. Same thing these aliens over here do. Told you about slavery, told you about this and that, but there's no artifacts on none of the crap. But they told you about it and you believe it. They told you about everything and you believe it. Because they have taken your minds and you don't even know where you at. I told you, a lot of you are starlings from different stars, starlings. Now you're down here with some earthlings and stuff like that, but it's this 3D. Earth is like, there's a lot of different Earths right on top of each other in different dimensions. You're in the lowest form, where so many experiments go on right here. You way down here, but you don't think, you think it's just a joke, you think it's crazy, and you know you feel different. You always like you don't belong. You know I'm telling the truth. They're controlling you. That's why to come back home to find out who you is, you come back home to nature, which is the root of everything. Then you can see through all his illusion, like, man, this just so fake. You can see it all and start doing what you gotta do while you're still here. And you get all your codes back. But they got you eating genetically modified food so they can modify your body, modify your DNA. Every time you eat animal food, you're mixing your blood so you turn into the animal. So that's when the animal has fear of somebody coming to kill him or something like that. Or animals want to attack somebody because of the blood inside of you. You're an animal. But this movie is a powerful movie, man. I think everybody should go check it out, called Dark City, and you will see exactly what I be trying to talk about. Right there in a movie. I never seen this movie before until the other night. I said, damn. And I just saw everything, like, when I watch a movie, I know what's going to happen in the movie before it happened. It's just me. And I was like, that's deep. I said, that's what it is. They trying their best to find that soul. They want to know how we tick. So they keep getting you and taking you to the hospitals, killing you, poisoning you, giving you all kind of stuff, saying go get your blood, give bloods for AIDS tests, all this stuff, so they can study your blood to try to see what makes you special to have a soul, and they can't have a soul. So they got to create an artificial world to try to get a soul because they're not connected to the conscience of the universe, which is the Most High, or the universal creator. They don't have no souls. That's why the universal creator sent children here, some children and messengers here to try to help you out, to get you back on your right path. He sent different sons to come help you, or different daughters, to try to get you on the right path before you go down that path. Because when you're going down the wrong path, the universal creator is not going to let them find the let's call it the covenant of life, the soul. He's not gonna let them find it, so you get calcified and you're done. That's why you get soulless, because they never can get it. So they can get you and all that stuff. And then we have people who like try to work with the devil, call him the devil, and they that's what they consider their soul, but they get cut off right from the universe right when they do this. And that's what we call them soulless. They sold their souls. The universe is not gonna let the beast get that. That's just real. But the beast, we're in his world, so he can create all these illusions for you. So he created fake money. He got a piece of paper and called it money. Moon energy, currencies. And you made it real because you accepted it. You senseless. You don't have no feelings. Instead of 360 cents, you down to 5. Only thing you see is dead people. Your 6 cents, dead people, because you're dead, calcified.
You see, and this is what they do. They lower your vibration. They desensitize you. You had 360 senses. This is what the Freemasons and all them had to start learning and stuff like that, so they can start helping harvest energy. And I'm talking about the bad ones and stuff like that. You learn about the 360 degrees of knowledge and all that stuff. It comes from the senses. Desensitized means they lowered you from all of that, reduced you to 5 senses, and completely dumbed you down so you never make it out of their matrix. And these are interdimensional beings that you can't see. When your so-called third eye or pineal gland gets calcified, you can't see interdimensional beings, and you can't see into the spiritual world like you used to. You can't see any of this. So people be like, oh, I've never seen an alien. But the whole time they got an alien / demon, whatever you want to call it, inhabiting them. The alien or demon, whatever you call it, is inside of you. Why do you think you got the thoughts that tell you to do the right thing, and then you got thoughts that tell you fucked up shit? Where do you think the concept of the Bible, when they tell you you got temptation from the devil and all this type of stuff, come from? Well, because the devil is in there with you, / alien / energy vampire, whatever the hell we're gonna call it, / evil son of a bitch is in there with you, telling you to do shit. These ain't your thoughts. These are an alien thought. When I say alien, I mean foreign to your own thoughts, okay?
If aliens crossed the galaxy in whatever is their spaceship and arrived at Earth just to throw some balloons across North America, I'm thinking, really? Really? We have crowdsourced any possible alien invasion on this Earth because there's 6 billion smartphones in the world, and everybody can take a high-resolution still frame or video camera. We have 1 million people at any moment who are airborne. Can look out their windows. I need better evidence than just we don't know what it is, therefore it's alien. Our capacity to detect alien life with the crowdsourcing of eyes on Earth tells me that it's less convincing than ever before. Correct.
And see, this agent Neil deGrasse Tyson knows that we've been dumbed down and desensitized so much that we can't see the whole light spectrum. If you know what the light spectrum is, you know there's ultra ray, there's X-ray, there's all that type of stuff, right? The shit the Predator sees in, infrared light. That you could see things from different light spectrums that exist on this planet that you can't see when your third eye, so-called pineal gland or whatever, your spiritual connection eye, is dumbed down and calcified. You can't see it. So he's sitting there, well, somebody would have picked it up on camera. Well, they didn't gear the cameras to see in all these light spectrums and stuff like that. He knows this. He knows that the aliens are inside of y'all right now. He knows that that's where they are. He knows about the so-called shadow people and stuff like that. He knows about the voices people get in their heads when they so-called go crazy are these things. He knows this. And this is why I say they're going to keep telling you to look out there for aliens and stuff like that instead of looking inside. Because once you look inside and you find out that the activity is going on inside you within your own universe and stuff like that, you're going to do whatever it takes to get them out of there So you can raise your frequency and vibration and escape their matrix, their energy grid, their harvesting grid, and they do not want that. But that is inevitable to happen when you really find out these things are in there. So, shouts out to the 13th Son. Shouts out to whoever made that movie, Dark City. Y'all go watch that. It's a good movie. It puts a lot of stuff in perspective from a Hollywood aspect. You know, some of these guys are putting out the truth in their movies. So, you know, definitely salute to that.
Why does Murdoch not sleep during the tuning as the others do?
I don't know. Maybe he's a step up the evolutionary ladder, a freak of nature. He's adapting to survive. What do you expect? Weren't you looking for the human soul? That's the purpose of your little zoo, isn't it?
Why does Murdoch not sleep during the tuning as the others do? Why does Murdoch not sleep during the tuning as the others do?
Now you see, not only does he talk about tuning, which is frequencies, you tune up, you know, up in the frequency to down the frequency. So they're tuning you down. Now, what is this guy's name in the movie? It's very interesting. His name is Murdoch, John Murdoch, right? Mur means more. Okay, we're 80% water about. You know, more means morals. Murdoch, you know, we got took out the water. You know, that's the dock. You know, when you fish, you go on the dock. You know what I mean? And you get it? And you know, to have morals is to be completely high vibrational. It is directly an attribute of the Most High, of, you know, righteousness and stuff like that. So people, you know, you want to check out some of my other videos that really explain the whole more thing and why everybody, you know, comes from this more L, from the more, you know, the L means the Most Highs and morals and all that other type of stuff. Like, we break down the etymology of this word. Don't look at it like, oh, that's just a religion. No, we're talking about, we go way deep with this shit when it comes down to it. Break this down really cold. But yeah, man, John Murdoch is the dude's name in the movie. Okay, so this is definitely a movie y'all want to check out, man. And new people to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave a like on all my videos, get me in the algorithm, and let me know what y'all think of them in the comments. I ain't woke, I'm up.
Crucial 13, you are appreciated. Shout out to you.
Get crucial.
I'm hungry. I need some bacon.
Look at this.
Look at it. This is the city I'm in right now.